It's beautiful. I love it. Because it says, I'm home for the summer, shoot out the lights, don't blow my cover, I'm free tonight. That's exactly what it is. What's going on, everybody? Josh is out. I'm back. Took my case to trial, and jury says I'm innocent. So, a lot of questions. I like answering questions. Let everyone file in here for a minute. Wow, that was quick. I'm just confused because everyone said I wasn't getting out of jail. Well, I said I'd be getting out the 28th. I'm sorry, but my trial was the 29th. We had 3 trial dates, okay? And from the beginning, they offered me a deal. They said I could, 35 days, 40 days into it, they said that I could leave, but I had to accept guilt. I was charged with assault and battery, domestic assault and battery, okay? So for all people saying rape happened, yeah, I doubt that, okay, guys? So here we go, right? Assault and battery, family or household member. I'm not going to go over too much of this right now because we're going to be going over a lot more tomorrow, but let's take a look at this. Right there. Assault and battery on a family or household member. Okay? Went to trial, and video evidence is a beautiful thing, okay? And I'm exonerated. Nothing that said happened. I'm going to let sleeping dogs lie. But I have some issues, okay? People said that things happened that didn't happen. I was found innocent. You know what that means? Defamation of character. I love defamation of character. Because we can hold people accountable. So, I beat my trial. My bail is reinstated. They kept me at Bristol County last night. I was brought to Middlesex County this morning because there was a mistake in my paperwork. The cops at Middlesex County did a great job. They sent me on to West Roxbury Court, okay? And when they sent me to West Roxbury Court, I was arraigned on those charges from that other video, and I was allowed to go on bail, without bail. I was let out on my personal recognizance. So I'm home. So people are saying, well, what are you going to do now? Well, I'm going to do the same thing I've been doing. A lot of people doubted me. I've stated my innocence from the beginning. And thank God for the justice system. Thank God, okay? Now, I was worried, okay? But I could have walked out of jail. They just wanted me to take a guilty finding and then do probation. But why am I going to do that? I have been a proponent to, if I didn't do something, I'm not going to say I did it. Even if it's to get out of jail at 30 days or 60 days or 90 days into it. I'm not going to do it. And the judge said, well, if you take it to trial and you lose, you'll get the max of 2.5 years. I'd rather go for broke and say that I fought for my innocence to the very end. And after evidence was brought forward, I contested my innocence several times, and we went to the trial stage. It was dropped. And I can't believe that some people thought that there was any truth to the allegations that were made. I'm going to go into a lot more in depth with it. I want to get some evidence released that was used for trial, so I can kind of do a play-by-play of everything. Out of West Roxbury Court, went to the train, took the train home, and now I'm here. And I've been saying from the beginning that I appreciate the supporters, but I appreciate the haters even more. What's up, Jay Shea, Grace Lakes Crusaders? I appreciate the haters more, because you know what? You are the people that are bringing attention to this any other place. Saying someone did something that they didn't do is a travesty in itself. Okay, as you guys can see, I'm fine. I even kept up with my haircuts while I was in jail. I'm in excellent shape. We lost a few pounds. You have to believe in the justice system because it believes in us sometimes. The prosecutor said, originally, when they revoked my Superior Court bail, they were going to revoke my Boston bail for the parade case. And my lawyer argued it, and Boston said, no, there's no probable cause there, so there's no need to revoke a bail. I appreciate it. I appreciate everyone. So now keep in mind, this case was just resolved yesterday, and there's some things I can't talk about right now. However, case dismissed. So if anyone has any questions, let's put them up there. I'd like to thank my cousin who kept all that stuff going, kept everything going while I was inside. What questions do we have? Welcome back. Now Trump has. Let's not talk about Trump. Let's not talk about Trump. I don't need any money right now, guys. YouTube was able to give me a little bit to get through. Right now, it's just back on track. See, here's the other thing. So I can't mention too much about it because when this case was taken out, a restraining order was also taken out. I can't have any contact with any said parties, nor do I want anyone to have contact with them. Thank you, Jake. So I'm going to try and resolve that, but I don't know. The answer to that question, I don't know. I don't know. I went to jail, and as you guys can see, several videos came out. I mean, I've been waiting to say this, so happy Fuck the Cops Day, by the way. Bristol County, I do have to say one thing. Bristol County was phenomenal. Listen, the facilities suck. The food sucks. Everything about the jail sucks except for the offices. And I had nothing but great offices. I was in GB unit, and the offices were great there. They were very good to me. The jail in itself did everything that I needed to get done, medically, mentally, all that stuff. They kept great tracks on me, and they did. Hawkeye, great to see you, brother. They did a lot of good work for me. So shout out to the Bristol County Sheriff's Department. Great Lakes Crusaders, thanks for the 25K subs. When I went into jail, I had like 16, so not putting out videos got me 10,000. Now we're going to start hitting it. So the answer to that question is yes. I am going to be on top of this relentlessly. I'm going back out on audits. We're going to put out some more great videos, and we're going to do a full in-depth play-by-play. One of my friends has offered to conduct that and record that, ask me some questions. We're going to get people involved. We're going to welcome people to come meet me. And I also want to say, Miss Cyber Diva, especially for a beautiful heartfelt letter when I was in jail. Got visits up there, guys, from people that don't know me. Got a lot of letters coming in. Case dismissed or found not guilty by jury. Well, first of all, are you asking if it was an acquittal? We didn't have to go through a full trial. The case was dismissed. Stories changed, things changed, lack of cooperation. Justice was served. Case dismissed. So, what's up, Hawkeye's back? Yeah, what we did, guys, is just when I was in there, we changed a lot of things around. We removed Hawkeye, your moderator again. We removed moderators. We just did everything because with these allegations going on, no one knew who was going to switch sides. If people were going to buy what was going on. And here's the other thing that we really need to talk about. If what was being alleged in that police report was true, I would have been charged. Thank you so much, Nirmal. Any of these charges could have sufficed for that. But they didn't charge me with that. They charged me with assault and battery on a family member. It's a domestic. They would have charged me accordingly if I did what I had done. Obviously, they didn't find credibility to pursue those charges against me. Okay? What's another question? So why the restraining order? Based off of, I can't really talk too much because of it, but I believe based on the facts of the case, they felt necessary to go forward. I'm going to be contesting that because at this point, the case is dismissed. Those facts weren't valid. But yeah, for the people that stuck by me from the beginning, I appreciate it. To be accused of something like that, it upset me. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? The proof is in the pudding, right? And it's assault and battery on a family or household member. There were no other charges. There were no lewd charges or anything like that. And trust me, the police have an active witness. If I did that, they're going to charge me with it. Assault and battery on a family member is if you push your girlfriend, you push your mother, something like that. Okay, there were video cameras in there. Nothing could back up what was alleged. Not even close to it. William, yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate it. I got your, I saw one of your messages. I've only been home for 45 minutes. Okay, I had to take the train here. Got off. Had the transit cop ask me if I had my phone on me. I said no. He goes, good, then I'm not going to get recorded. He shook my hand. Sue them. Oh, so here's the thing, right? I am going to move, have that charge amended to John Doe. I'm innocent of it. It shouldn't have been on my record in the first place, but thank you, Bomb Squad. It's bologna and 2 pieces of toast in Cook County, Chicago. Fangirl, thank you so much. So any more questions? I can't, some things obviously for a couple days I can't get into too much, but are there any questions? Who's got questions? We'll go in a lot more to detail when I have a proper camera. I just got home, just touching base with my family. But I will say this, okay? I was never charged with anything that was mentioned in the report. And on top of that, case was dismissed. So anyone who has publicly made videos or stated that that I committed any crazy crimes like that, I will be suing. I mean, and I already talked to the lawyer. TV. The TV was in there, and then we only had 4 channels. It was either on sports or news. So I did watch TV, but not a lot. It was an open door unit. You come and go as you please. I had a relatively easy 90 days in there. I appreciate it. Let's see. Crazy J, can't answer that question right now. Ricardo, what's going on? A First Amendment auditor in the DA's office? When I left West Roxbury, I was blown away by this. When I left West Roxbury Court today, I was offered a cigarette by someone that worked there, and gave me like some words of encouragement. I was like, "How do you know who I am?" She had seen my name in the newspaper. Bottom line, hold on. You are educating us. Don't trip on them. Thank you for what you do. Well, I thank you, Vanessa. Thank you so much. I know some Discord members that are going to get to be sued. Arwen, you do. I am sure you do. I'm going that full tilt because I've been a huge proponent from the very beginning. You don't go say something about someone that's not true. And if I've ever made a mistake on the record, I've corrected that. And I've admitted to that, okay? Thank you. Marty Crystal Floyd, what's up? I'll be calling you soon. So when this happens, now keep in mind, you're innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. This is where people get the injustice system incorporated into it, okay? So they held me, whatever. But from the very get-go, I was charged with assault and battery on a family or household member, which is literally if I pushed my girlfriend, if I slapped my mother, something like that, you know what I mean? Anyone who says I did anything else has a huge problem. But now that this case is dismissed, it's going to be a huge problem. Huge problem. The show is back, Bomb Squad. So any further questions? Any further questions? Nice, Joe. Great to see. I can't believe you've been in so long with no charges. Can you claim? No, here's the thing. They can revoke my bail when you're charged with a new crime. The bail was reinstated. I said I was going to get out the 28th. I got out the 29th. I wasn't able to make it to court yesterday because the case is beat, my bail's reinstated, and then they had to have time to bring me to West Roxbury today. But I've always told you guys I'm getting out, and all the people that tell me, hey, he's not getting out. Sorry. I'm sorry to rain in your parade. That kind of sucks, but hey. Just like that song says, I'm home for the summer, shoot out the light, don't blow my cover, I'm free tonight. Listen, so did Mr. America or anybody disappear from you? I had contact while I was in jail with the same people I had contact with on the street. It's jail phone calls are expensive, and while I'm in there, I'm only making residuals. Okay, I'm barely getting by to have canteen and hygiene and food and all that stuff. So it was difficult, but people stuck by for the most part. And that's why I stopped you today. So Marty Crystal Floyd, here's the thing. I don't have access to my email and stuff. We just got this password back on. Why don't you... Am I getting my hand tattoo? Listen, here's what I'm going to do, guys. You're asking about the hand tattoo. That's an excellent question. So right here, I have a void stamp. You see? A big red void stamp over someone's name. And I think it's going to look perfect right about there. I like that void stamp. Just saying. Quawi, thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. We love you too. Can I get a shot? He used to work on the docks, but union's been on strike, and he went down. Hold on, I just lost that. I'm striking, he's down his luck. What's that? Throat oyster. Were you kicking in there? Kicking from what? Specifically. If I was your cellmate, I would have never wanted to be released. We definitely had some. I met a lot of good people in there, and you meet people that are down for some crazy things, and some people are innocent. And listen, if there's one person that's down for something they didn't do, that's too many. I count as that one person, and there were a few others. Kicking Suboxone, yeah. So they don't have a Suboxone program in there, so it was kind of tough, but it is what it is. We thug it out. Who else? Marty, here's what you're going to do, right? I want you to just go ahead, post your number right here in the comments. I'll write it down and then I'll delete it. All right? I got a paper and pen. What's up, Josh boy? Go ahead, Marty Crystal Floyd. It's nice to catch up with everybody. You know? What's going on, Richard? It did suck not being able to smoke. So actually, a lot of people recognize me when I went in. Because here's the thing: if I go into jail, okay, who are the two main, huge proponents of my videos are cops or people that have been arrested before, have had issues with law enforcement, and want to further their knowledge on what their rights are and how to deal with them. So when you put cops and inmates together, that's like most of the people that watch my videos. So I did get noticed quite a bit, which may be the reason the cops are really good to me in there. I don't know, but I'm thinking that might be the reason why. So Marty Crystal Floyd, go ahead, send that in, and I'll delete it so no one else will catch the number, okay? Doug, thank you so much. My first audit. Let's throw a couple ideas out there, and then I'll just choose one so no one knows where I'm going to go. But it's got to be local in Massachusetts right now. What's up, Brian? Carl? What's up, Kay? Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it. Police station, the king is back. I wouldn't call myself the king, but definitely. Gods of Egypt, what's going on? Courthouses, that's not a bad idea. Josh, you had a couple services in church praying for you, brother. Ricardo, I appreciate that, man. Listen, a lot of people have been backing me up and have been sticking by me, and I appreciate it. Because here's the thing: until I'm convicted of something like this, or anyone is, you got to give them the benefit of the doubt. That's what the justice system is for. Listen, if you've watched my videos, okay, and you're a fan, okay, and then I get charged with this stuff, and you say, well, that's terrible, he did that, I'm not going to watch his videos anymore, then why are you enjoying me doing these videos in the first place? Your First Amendment right is, you want me to protect your First Amendment right, but you don't want me to go out there and fight for your right for a speedy trial, or to be tried in front of a jury of your peers, or to have reasonable and affordable bail. You're not guilty until you're proven guilty. And I wasn't. So, you can't pick and choose. You can't cherry pick the Constitution. Okay? It's the building blocks of our life. And as I was in there, just to keep myself honest, I went in the law computer and I read the Constitution from front to back almost every day. Sometimes writing it so I could recite it to get myself back in this. So, yeah, we were able to carry on these videos, and I appreciate everyone that was able to help me do it. And shout out to Bob Viveras. He's definitely innocent, undergoing some things. Gain for all news. You wrote me a letter just late, but I appreciate the thought. You can start sending emails. Marty Crystal Floyd, send email to me. All right. What's up, Audit in California? Send an email to me. Marty Crystal Floyd, you're watching right now. Email me your phone number, okay? And also write it right now. We'll make sure it gets taken down immediately so no one else calls you, but I want to be able to call you as soon as I end this broadcast. Tonight we're just gonna fall back and relax. Thank you, Leslie. Nice to hear from you. The new YouTube rules. Well, I'm sure you'll let me know about the new YouTube rules. So please do and feel free. And thank you for everyone that's throwing a couple bucks in tonight. I just got out. I'm not going to go around asking people to help the cause or go donate. Right now I need to figure out how I'm going to get back out there, how I'm going to be able to start getting videos done. Thanks, Giovanni. Get another phone. You know what I mean? Thanks, Matt. Matt, IT guy. Thank you, brother. All right, so we can access that. Marty Crystal Floyd. I saw the news on Kobe. That was crazy. I didn't believe it at first. It's like when someone says Michael Jordan dies, you don't believe something like that. And I feel so sorry for him, for his family. My heart goes out to the people that were affected by that. And it's a shame that happened. It really is a shame. So prayers to him and his family. And any tragic loss of life is tough. Central Maine could use a few audits. There's nothing prohibiting me from leaving the state. But the issue is transportation right now and getting all that done. But I'll be coming to a police station near you, that's for sure. So, email me your information. I'll get back to you. We'll talk about it. I heard about Eric Brandt. That sucks. Listen, guys, anyone that was going to donate to me, go ahead and donate to Eric Brandt. I don't have any of his information, but I was told when I was in there that he got held. So go donate to him, get him out of jail. Thank you so much, Job. Really appreciate it, Job Bad. Thank you. Anyone who's going to donate to me, though, please donate to Eric Brandt or any of the other guys that are locked up. The important part is getting people that should be free. February 10th. All right, guys. If you're in the local area, if you're up in Colorado, please support Eric Brandt. Send him donations. Let's get him out of jail. Let's get people that are fighting for freedom free again. They released Eric Brandt. All right, so there we go. Thank God for Matt the IT guy. Everyone needs a Matt IT guy in their life. Anyways, gonna wrap this up. So I'm a little rusty with this. So all right, so we talked about everything, how the case is bullshit, how the case has been dismissed, how I'm home. That is Fangirl. That is the reason I stopped you today. I knew I was missing something. And that's going to be the reason I continue to stop you guys. Listen, I don't care about how this tattoo came about, but it's a great motto to live by at this point, unbroken. You gotta just keep on pushing. And there were days when I got up and I was like, yeah, I wanted to kind of give in, but it's my freedom. I'm never going to, listen, to get out of jail, it's great to get out of jail. Some people got to do what they got to do. But I've said this right from the beginning. I will never take a deal to get out of jail or to get home to my family so I can pay bills. I will never do anything like that when I'm innocent of something. Okay? Smart people may take deals, but innocent people fight for their freedom. And that's also the reason I stopped you today. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate the love. And, This is should I go back and audit Bristol County? I don't know. There's a CPAP that needs auditing. Maybe I'll do it now. Anyways, everyone, thank you so much. Ricardo Luna, everyone, Anthony, everyone that's been out there sticking by me, I really appreciate you. My family appreciates you. And here's the thing. Leslie said, choose battles wisely. And this is what I'm also a huge proponent is. The battles we lose are the ones we don't fight. Okay? If you believe in something and you stand up and you fight for what you believe in, then you're not... To choose a fight means you should selectively bargain. Like, maybe I won't go into... We'll just say the Boston police station. Maybe I won't go into the Boston police station because I know they want to arrest me and I don't want to get my bail revoked again and I don't want to be put in jail for another 90 days. But that defeats the whole purpose. It's okay for me to use my First Amendment in certain places as long as that place doesn't put me in jail. I'm not afraid of the government. Okay? When the people fear the government, it's tyranny. But when the government fear the people, it's liberty. And I will never sacrifice my liberty, my freedom, my morals, my family. I will continue to live free or die. And that's just how it's going to be. So, that's the reason I stopped you today. Take it easy, guys. We'll see you soon. Coming from freedom. It's nice. Maybe I'll have pizza tonight. Love you guys. See you soon.